YouTube, hey, we got an interesting video. Bronx drill lyrics that really happened. You know how you go through videos and before you go to sleep. I seen Bronx drill, and I seen like the story between like the OGs and the YGs, something like that. In the seven side, yeah. So Bronx drill lyrics that really happened. This seems like Chicago drill, Florida drill all over again. Let's get straight to it, man. These young boys is dangerous out here now. If they say it in their song, it's probably real.
The Chicago drill wave has spread all over the US.
But hey, 700 subs. We hit 700 subs. We're going for that 1K by January. I just had to stop it and just appreciate the support that we get. Let's get straight to it.
And has now made its way to the Bronx. Just like Chirac, Bronx rappers talk about real life situations going down in the streets in their music. Let's take a look at some Bronx drill lyrics that really happened.
Okay.
It's a whole lot of ops I can smoke, but I'd rather smoke Delilah. Sha EK, D&D. Sha EK is a Bronx rapper from the OGs. He's known for songs like RPTK, Call Me a Rapper, and Jiggy Man This, Jiggy Man That.
Okay.
He started rapping in 2020 and has dropped 2 albums, Jiggy on Jiggy and Get Jiggy or Die Trying.
Okay.
In this bar, Sha EK is taking shots at rapper D-Thang by dissing one of his dead homies. D-Thang is from the YGs, who are known to beef with the OGs.
Okay.
Just like the GDs and BDs from Chicago,
Yeah.
the OGs and YGs used to be part of the same gang. But one
I don't get that, bro. I don't get that. I feel like if you're part of the same gang, you're supposed to be solid, bro. That means your gang wasn't solid or your gang got too big, bro. It's like I don't get that. Like, how can you have a gang that y'all supposed to be solid and then all of a sudden y'all split up and become enemies, bro? That don't make no sense.
of the YG's leaders double-crossed some other high-ranking members, so they split and formed their own gang.
Double cross that, bro. Y'all not solid. That gang wasn't solid from the beginning.
The OGs and the 2 gangs been beefing ever since. Also, like Chicago drill, rappers from the Bronx rap about smoking dead ops to disrespect their enemies.
Of course.
In this bar, Sha is talking about a girl named Delilah, who was a close friend of D-Thang and was killed back in March.
Jesus.
Delilah was shot in the head in an abandoned apartment on Hull Ave
An
in
abandoned
the Norwood
apartment?
neighborhood,
What's she
about
in an
10 blocks
abandoned
from where she
apartment
grew
for?
up. Witnesses said after the shooting, a gun was tossed out of the window and several people, all believed to be blood members, exited the building. Police got there just after 10 p.m. and rushed Delilah to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. The cops said the apartment building near East Gun Hill Road was a spot where gang members hung out. Delilah wasn't affiliated with any gangs, but she knew several members, including D-Thang.
She wasn't affiliated with it in gang members, but y'all know what I'm saying. Was understood don't need to be shown. You know.
Police arrested
You
multiple
know how they
people
do.
who were inside the building and brought them in for questioning, but the killer's still on the run. So in this bar, Sha EK is dissing the op by taking shots at one of his dead friends. But the YGs ain't just take the disrespect,
Okay, they
got
came
even
back.
in both the streets and the booth. Jiggy Man got shot and he should have died. Wedgie Man. In this bar, D-Thang
Bro, what's up with these nicknames? I've heard Jiggy and Wedgie Man. What's up, bro?
sending shots back at Sha EK. One of Sha EK's nicknames is Jiggy Man. One of his most popular songs is called Jiggy Man This, Jiggy Man That, and both his albums refer to his nickname. So, in this bar, D-Thang suggests Sha EK got shot for his constant dissing. Word on the streets is he got shot in 2020 by a female YG member. Sha EK basically confirms this in the interview when the interviewer brings up the shooting and asks him whether or not it's true. Sha EK don't confirm or deny it, but just shakes his head.
Bro, he looked like a menace. Dude looked like a menace. Like, I don't even know. I ain't even heard him talk, but I know he looked like a menace.
And smiles, telling her, if you know, you know.
Okay, cool. So, it was, I don't know, it was a rumor saying that you got shot. Is that true?
If you know, you know.
She asks him if getting shot makes him want to stop making diss tracks, and he just shakes his head and tells her that it motivated him.
Wouldn't that make you want to stop doing all the diss tracks, being that, you know?
I got shot?
Yeah, you don't want to put yourself at the risk no
It
more.
motivated him.
Motivated me, that shit.
See, it's backwards, bro. They think backwards, bro.
That's why I get my aggressiveness from it.
I get it,
The
though.
actual title of the track, Wedgie Man, is also dissing Sha EK, who went viral after one of his homies gave him a wedgie while hanging out on the block. After that, His ops started calling him Wedgie Man instead of Jiggy Man to hurt his street cred. Later in the song, D-Thing raps, Wedgie Man this, Wedgie Man that. Please stop mentioning my name in y'all tracks. Referencing Shy EK's most popular song. Shy EK ain't the only member from the OGs to get dissed. This next rapper dropped bars about an OG member who got stomped to death back in 2012, as well as a friend of Lil TJ who got stabbed 14 times over a bike shot.
What the fuck?
Noah got stomped like Smelly got poked. Use G's, Warzone. Use G's is a rapper from the YGs. In this bar, he drops disses back to back about two dead ops, Noah and Smelly. On April 16th.
Stomped to death is crazy. That's crazy. Think about that, bro. You getting stomped to death. Feet to body until you die.
2012, an OG affiliate named Moises Laura, aka Noah, was beaten to death outside the Melrose housing projects. Witnesses say a group of YG members got drunk and started arguing about who was the biggest savage in the gang. They couldn't agree on who put in the most work, so to find out, they decided to head over to the OG's territory.
Imagine your ops are arguing about who put in the most work. They're like, I bet. I'ma show y'all. They ride down your block, catch you, you just chilling, you part of the ops though, for them. They catch you, and they really have to prove to other people as they teaming up on you. And
when they got there, they saw 16-year-old Noah Balla.
16?
He was surrounded by a group and badly beaten up in front of a crowd of like 15 to 20 people. Noah suffered from blunt impact injuries to the head and neck and was rushed to the hospital, but later pronounced dead. Noah was well loved in the neighborhood, and many said he was a good kid who just ran with the wrong crowd. His brutal death was a shock to the neighborhood and intensified the beef between the OGs and the YGs. A 23-year-old YG member named William Bracey, aka Reall, was later sentenced to 33 years in prison for Noah's death. But Noah ain't the only person used G's dissed. He also took shots at Smelly, one of Lil TJ's close friends. As Merlin Toribio, aka Smelly.
So is Lil TJ in any of these? Yes. Somebody put it down in the comments.
Lil TJ grew up together on Fire Avenue in the Fordham neighborhood of the Bronx. On August 14, 2016, Smelly sold a dirt bike to a man named Hector Sanchez. Smelly offered to sell Sanchez the bike for $80, even though it was easily worth $300. Sanchez agreed to buy the bike and paid him the $80. But about 10 minutes later, Smelly came back with a large group and demanded back the bike. When Sanchez refused, a fight broke out and Smelly punched him multiple times. Sanchez pulled out a knife and stabbed Smelly 14 times in the chest. He was rushed to St. Barnabas Hospital, but already lost too much blood and died from his injuries. After that, Lil TJ's homies started going by the name Smelly Gang, and the rapper carried on his friend's legacy by shouting them out in several songs. If you thought that was crazy, this next rapper dissed his op after he saw him in public and wasn't ready for action. Rah rah, he saw me, he ain't let it clap. K-Flock, what y'all wanna do? K-Flock is arguably the biggest buzzing Bronx drill rapper at the moment. He racked up millions of views on tracks like Being Honest and Is You Ready? He also scored a feature for
I also noticed the culture of New York, bro. It's not just like black people. It's mostly like Dominican, like Puerto Rican, like Dominican. You know what I'm saying? Like it seemed like a lot of New York is like Dominican, like Puerto Rican and different race. Y'all know what I'm saying? But somebody put in the comments like, why is it like that? I know it's like the city to go to, but why is it like that?
Herbo on the Being Honest remix and was featured on a song with Lil TJ called Not in the Mood with Fabio Foreign. So K-Flock is on his way to doing big things in the industry if he can stay out of trouble. But just because he's blowing up don't mean that he's above sending shots at the ops and his music. K-Flock is from a gang called Sevside who are known to beef with the YGs. In this bar, he's taking shots at YG member named Rod G's. K-Flock and Rod G's were known to beef on IG Live. But K-Flock said they ran into each other in public and Rod ain't want the smoke. Not long after the alleged incident, Rod G's went on live and told K-Flock to pull up, claiming he never saw him and that he was ready for whatever. Sadly, Rod G's got killed just a few weeks later while getting into an Uber. On July 11, 2021,
I heard that.
was on his way to the studio when two men on scooters pulled up and started letting.
That's the crazy. Two men on scooters did a drive-by while this man is getting into the Uber, bro. Do you know how?
Off shots. The whole thing was captured on his Uber driver's dash cam, and the footage quickly went viral on social media. Just a few hours earlier, a 13-year-old member of the Rolling 80s Crips, named Jarian Elliott, was murdered in the Belmont neighborhood. Rajiz had supposedly made fun of Jarian on social media, and the payback was immediate. You ran on Wu Lottie Get Back. K-Flock, War. In this bar, he raps about YG member Wu Lottie, who got killed in 2020. Wu Lottie grew up in the Mott Haven houses, one of the wildest projects in the Bronx. He was a well-respected member of the YGs and D-Thing's right-hand man. On April 7th, 2020, Wu Lottie and a few other YG members were walking through the Sugar Hill neighborhood in Harlem. They were spotted by ops who was ready for war. Around 1 a.m., in the area around 151st Street and St. Nicholas Ave, a black rental car pulled up, and like 8 dudes hopped out the whip with broomsticks and butcher knives. The YGs tried to run.
That's worse than getting shot. That's worse than seeing 8 people with guns. You know how confused you gotta be? So I'm walking out somewhere. You in a rental car, black rental car, which really don't matter, but you got 8 people. What type of car was it? Don't tell me it was like a small car. They said 8 people hopped out with brooms. I hope they're not talking about real broomsticks. You know what I'm saying? But it has to be. Ain't no one gonna have no gun and a butcher knife at the same. Bro, hold up, bro. Nah.
Away, but Wu Lottie tripped on 51st Street and St. Nicholas Ave. A black rental car pulled up, and like 8 dudes hopped out the whip with broomsticks and butcher knives. The YGs tried to run away, but Wu Lottie tripped and fell. He got caught by the mob and beaten with a metal trash can and stabbed to death.
Man, what's going on, bro? New York, y'all different, bro. Y'all really different. He got beat with a metal trash can, bro. Let me hear that again, bro.
And butcher knives. The YGs tried to run away, but Wu Lottie tripped and fell. He got caught by the mob and beaten with a metal trash can and stabbed to death, all while the other YG members just ran off. So, in this bar, K-Flock is getting at them for running away and leaving a man to fend for himself. K-Flock also disses Wu Lottie on the track, What Y'all Wanna Do. Ran and he tripped out his shoes. Spin through the hill like What Y'all Wanna Do. So, it seems like the YGs were looking for problems and found what they was after. But they probably ain't think they ops would slide with butcher knives and broomsticks.
Exactly.
Wu Lottie's death was a major loss for the YGs, and after that, a few members pulled up to Cortland to let it be known they was out for blood. Not long after Wu Lottie's death, one of his ops, Ty Benji, went online to celebrate. Ty ended up getting chipped just a few months later, and many think it was payback for him dissing Wu Lottie.
Of course it was.
The Bronx has always been a wild place, but the drill scene is exposing fans to what's really going on in the city. Hopefully, now that the music is starting to blow up, they can put the past behind them and focus on building a legit music career. But with so much bloodshed on both sides, it's hard to see an end in sight.
Man, Chicago, Florida, they all different, but this is the first time I've heard where broomsticks, butcher knives, metal trash cans, scooters, y'all different, bro. Y'all really different out here. For real, y'all. New York, stand up, cause y'all just created a new wave. If I get to fight with somebody, I'm gonna pick up a dustpan and slap him before I use my hands. That's what I'm gonna do. But I appreciate y'all watching the video. I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man. The Bama way is out.